I'd like to introduce Governor Deval Patrick.
Thank you very much. I just want to say what a great day it is for the town of Canton, for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, for the life sciences industry. I think you've heard from this remarkable leader, Jeff Mackay, just how exciting the work is and the efforts and the promise of Organogenesis, both in terms of advancing healing in the industry and also economically by bringing new jobs and expansion here in the Commonwealth. It's a wonderful example of collaboration and partnership with the town, and I want to acknowledge all of the members of the board who are here and the board chair who joins us. And it's a remarkable partnership that we are celebrating in the legislature and with the legislature, many of whose my friends are here today, and I'm glad that you are here. The Life Sciences Initiative has passed now out of both the House and the Senate and is in conference now. We expect to be able to sign it, I hope, in the next few weeks. Right? Okay. But it has enjoyed wide support, and frankly, the bill has gotten better as it's gone through the legislative process. It's stronger, it's more responsive to practical needs in the industry and in the marketplace. And Jeff, I just want to acknowledge that you have been a wonderful partner on the legislative side as well, by bearing witness to what a difference it can make in practical terms in this industry and in the opportunities to advance healing by bringing this initiative forward. Finally, I want to acknowledge the extraordinary work of Secretary O'Connell and his team from the Office of Business Development. I know John is here and Marty and others. They are the folks who, in this industry and through a whole host of industries, every day are in touch with employers, with companies who are here already interested in expanding or maybe thinking about moving elsewhere. I'm talking to companies from outside of Massachusetts about why it is wise, prudent, and advantageous to put stakes down here. Organogenesis is an example and one of many of their successes, and I so appreciate, and the people of Massachusetts appreciate all that you do. Thank you very much. I'm so glad to participate today. Congratulations to Organogenesis. Thank you.
I'm happy to introduce the Chair of the Canton Board of Selectmen, Robert E. Burr.
Thank you, and welcome to Canton. Governor Patrick and Secretary O'Connell, on behalf of the Board of Selectmen, and I'm joined here by my members, John Conley, Victor Del Vecchio, Real Elcourt, and Sal Salvatore. We'd like to congratulate you and thank you, Governor Patrick and Secretary O'Connell, for all your hard work on behalf of Organogenesis and keeping them here in the town of Canton. It's been said that Jeff had mentioned that he got a quick lesson in government, but I would say that this process has been rather expeditious, and perhaps it might have been elongated during a different period of time. This governor, from the very first days of his administration, committed to keeping biotech companies here in Massachusetts and working towards their expansion. And I must say, Governor, that I think this has gone in rather expeditious fashion, so thank you very much. I'd also like to recognize and thank our Senator Brian A. Joyce and Representative Bill Galvin for their continued work on behalf of the economic interests of the town of Canton. Thank you, gentlemen. And then on a local level, many that are involved in making this all happen. Our town administrator, Mr. Friel, our Economic Development Committee Chairman, Gene Manning, from our assessor's office, Dan Flood, Bill Galvin, Rocco DiGirolamo, and John Malinsky. We thank all of you for all of your hard work and continuing to keep these companies here in Massachusetts. So, Mr. McKay, we congratulate you on staying here in Canton. And this is a significant accomplishment for the town of Canton, not only for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, but the town of Canton as well, too, because it's estimated that Organogenesis will ultimately pay approximately $370,000 in property taxes, which is something the town can certainly use. And today, Organogenesis joins the elite group of other corporations that have their headquarters here in Canton, Reebok, One Beacon, and Dunkin' Brands, to name a few. So, Mr. McKay, we congratulate you, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you.
I'm happy to introduce Senator Brian Joyce.
Let me tell you a story. I was a new state senator and had the pleasure of adding Canton to my district. It was about 10 years ago, and I went out to this company called Organogenesis. And they had this product, Aplograph, which was essentially an artificial skin. Just an incredible product, which I'm hoping someday, frankly, leads to artificial hair. But in any event, I brought out the then Senate President Tom Birmingham. The company was looking for both federal and state assistance. They were looking to get FDA approval. We couldn't really help on the state level with that for the product, but they were also looking for state assistance and hoping to stay here in Massachusetts. And I'm not seeking to disparage anybody or any administration, but I will tell you that I reached out to the then administration and sought support, and there was essentially a deafening silence. There was very little response, and it was my first and probably my only experience with the then iteration of what's now called the Mass Office of Business Development. Fast forward now 10 years, and really without my involvement, really with the governor announcing his first economic initiative to invest in the life sciences in Massachusetts, which is an extraordinarily good choice to make an investment in. We're never going to compete in terms of labor costs, but we have a better educated workforce. We have some of the advantages that Jeff mentioned, and we want to go after these high-paying jobs to make sure that our children and their children continue to enjoy this superior standard of living as we now compete in the global economy. So we're better to invest in the life sciences, where these jobs that Jeff is adding are on average paying $77,000. I mean, this is just an incredible investment. So this governor, Deval Patrick, suggested this life sciences initiative, $1 billion initiative. And he's correct, it's been a little bit of an uphill climb getting it passed, but such is the nature of lawmaking. Someone once said it was akin to sausage making. It's not a pretty process, but the end result is pretty good. The end result of this bill that he will sign in the next couple of weeks is pretty darn good, and proof of the pudding is that we're keeping Organogenesis and other companies of that high caliber, high quality here in Massachusetts. So first and foremost, I commend the governor.